Hello, everybody. Welcome to Reach Across Life with your host, Paul Francis. Good to see you all. First and foremost, can you hear me? Let me know. Leave your comments below. Let me know if you can hear me. Come on, it's important. Can you hear me? Good evening to Denise, to Lynn, Julia, Julia Evans. Yeah, good, everybody. Loud and clear. Fantastic, because it wasn't showing up when I did an audio test a minute ago. That's good to hear. Fantastic. Lynn says, "Hi, Paul. Love the intro." Thank you very, very much. Now, it's funny. I was going to actually ask about that because the weird thing about it is I had an email, sorry, a message, not an email, on YouTube saying that the intro was too long. Just not enjoyed the show, nothing like that. Just your intro was too long. Uh, okay. I just said, thanks for your feedback. It's interesting. I'd like to know, I do listen to people, people have points of view. And a personal point of view is I don't like that intro. It's too long. But is the intro actually too long? That's the whole idea about it. I think the information that you're getting from the intro sets the show up and gives you an idea of what's going to be happening. So it's really about that. So good to see you all, guys. Don't forget, it's really important that you like the show and like it and like it and like it and like it, and then share it. Share it with your friends and family. So here we are tonight. It's Reach Cross Live, and we have been promoting the show all day today. I've been out and I was doing, like you can see, I'm all red because I've been out working outside today, which it was roasting hot. But I'm not going to complain because we're rocketing towards winter. So I'm going to enjoy the sun while we got it. Though it isn't too long, it's also full of information. That's what I just said. So thank you so much. Julia Evans, welcome to the show. Denise, welcome to the show. There's only three of you so far. Is that right? Yeah, there's only three of you guys watching. Where's everybody? Where y'all going tonight? Where's everybody going? Where's everybody tonight? Couple cards already. And I want the show to be about the discovery process as much as it is about me doing reads. Okay, so I saw a video today of Maria Sparkfiore being presented with a gift, and it was really, really good, and it was important. Bless her heart. They have lost everything. Their family has lost their basically they've lost everything. They've lost their house, their home, they've lost their possessions, and even some of their pets passed away in the video, in the fire. And so continue, please, to send your love and your strength and your healing to Maria and her family. Mary Callis Erickson. Hi, Paul. Liked and shared. Mary, how brilliant to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Could I invite you to come out of Facebook and go across over to YouTube? YouTube is far more stable, and you'll be able to join me on literally just by going onto the YouTube channel and Paul Francis 111, and it'll bring you right back to the show. In which case, you can just subscribe. So every time I release a show, it will be sent directly to you and say, "Hey, Paul's about to release a show. Paul's about to go live," and then you only have to click from now on in. But it's great to see you. Like and share it is exactly what I want to hear. Thank you so very, very much. Now, I'm just going to chat around for a little minute or two until a lot more people come and join us because we seem to be a bit slow tonight. We are hitting the end of the summer holidays or summer vacation, and a lot of people are going to be going back to college, schools, and so on and so forth. So I'm not expecting big numbers at this time of the year. As we move in a few more weeks' time, yeah, I expect the numbers to get up. Now, there may be a week or two in the next, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks. I'm not too sure exactly how long yet. When we get this finalization of our new house and we move into the new house and I move to the new studios, and of course that's going to take a couple of weeks to set up. I'm I will do pop-ups in the meantime because I'll use my phone and so on and so forth. And but the studios will all be broken down. They have to be moved to the new house where the studios are outside and all set up and all looking cool. And I can't wait. I really, really, really can't wait. It's been an interesting couple of weeks, an interesting week this week. Maybe actually you'll be able to read about it in my book, Walking with the Light. That's going to be hopefully done before Christmas. Fingers crossed. Okay. If it is done before Christmas, the physical book should be done, but at very very least, the download book will be done. So there we go. Denise is saying hi to Lynn and Julia. Denise, great to see you. Thanks very much for being here. Please, please, please go to your group chats right now and invite all your friends and family to come and be a part of the show. It's really kind of funky. I'm kind of looking at myself in the mirror. You can see the mirror behind me over there. I've got to get the over there. That's a mirror. And it's kind of cool, isn't it? It's kind of like a really cool set, but I'm not in a set. I'm in a bedroom. I don't care. It's just the show's going on, and that's more important. Would be very, very happy to answer questions tonight. So don't forget, if you would like a read tonight, the best thing to do is get the energy involved and moving around you. So ask me some questions, of which I'd be more than happy to answer. And I've got 50 cards here to be able to work with you, and they are called manifesting, and affirmation cards. There we go. So they're going to tell you basically what you've been thinking about and what you really, really want. So, are you feeling better now? Am I feeling better? In terms of the COVID, I'm a good 95% better. I really, really am. But it's having side effects, what they call long COVID. It's really not helpful. But hey, do you know what? There are zillions of people out there that are far worse off than me. I'm here. I'm happy. I'm chatting with you guys. My family are safe downstairs. That's more important. Good evening, Paul, and everyone says, "Our Julie Sharp. Julie Sharp, welcome to the show. Good to see you, my darling." Chris James just come in. Chris, good evening, Paul. Thank you for your YouTube show, which I've definitely shared. Thank you very much for your thoughts and your prayers regarding my favorite Aunt Jan passing away this week, my darling friend. She is now in a hugely, hugely more peaceful, more tranquil, and more we don't actually possess the words. I'm going to be telling you guys this now. So just let me do something right here, right now, right here, right now. There we go. Let me just do something there. Um, we don't possess a vocabulary word that can describe where our friends and family are. We can say heaven. And by the way, I'm going to teach you something tonight. If those of you who have seen the movie, the Titanic, there was a piece in the Titanic. There was a bit where the mom is in the cabin with the children, and she's talking to the children gently, and she's talking about them going to the land of Tir na Nog. Well, Tir na Nog, Tir Tir na Nog, Tir na Nog, is the Irish word for heaven. And we are going to be opening a beautiful retreat in Ireland. I can't imagine it's going to happen this side of Christmas, so it'll be around springtime next year. But we'll be opening a retreat in Ireland where I'll be teaching, where I'll be actually physically there and teaching and doing seminars, as well as doing the seminars online. So if you'd like to be coming to Tir na Nog and be a part of those, that is going to be available. How exciting is that? And it's got, I think, I can't remember how many acres. I think it's 28 to 38 acres, something like that, where not only will you be able to do a retreat with myself and some other people that I'll have as guests, but you'll be able to do things like spend time in nature. You'll be able to go on horse trekking, and oh, there's so much happening that we've been waiting to get and share with you guys. And it wasn't allowed before now because we weren't sure it was going to happen, but it's all working out. So, Chris, your beautiful and dear, loving aunt is so happy. She is with either her sister. I'm assuming that the lady is coming through to me as your aunt. But there's a lady here who connects with your mom because she's pulling me to the left. That's mom's side of the family. And there's a lady who passes into spirit with a or with organ failure. It's because it's specific parts of the body that shuts down, then and the body can't physically carry on without them. Sort of like kidney failure, liver failure, or a specific organ failure. There's organ failure that's connected me here on your mom's side of the family that wants me to recognize. There's a strong L sounding name like Laura, Louise, Lucy, Lawrence. There's a strong L sound. I can be off by names, but I won't be off by the name of what it sounds like. There's a strong L connection here they want me to talk about. And I'm actually seeing 1989. 1989. So I don't know what that means to you, but I'm seeing the numbers 1989. 1989 is significant here. They tell me to talk about Steve, Stephen, Stephanie. It's an ST sounding name they want me to acknowledge as well. And they tell me to talk about August as being significant with the birthday and anniversary connected in there, Chris. Chris, I also want to say to you as well, it's time to drop the old. It really, really is time to let go of the old. You're kind of carrying stuff with you like it's in a big sack on a rope, and you're pulling it with you. So let go of the past and embrace what's coming to you in the future, because there is a move coming to you, my friend. There's a shift or a change coming up around you that has the for sale sign with it. Now, the for sale sign is a symbol that relates to me, okay? But for me, I know what that means. When I see for sale sign, it means significant change. It means, but whatever that significant change is completely endowed with positivity. So it'll be change of house, change of job, change of area. I don't know, but whatever it brings with it is a massive positive impact in your life. There's a couple of new people coming into your life. Um, I don't know whether you're being kind of a little bit by like, yeah, okay, keep your distance kind of a thing, which is not too bad an idea, okay? But they will work out to be good friends, okay? The name Joe Joseph is being shouted here as well. I've got to share that one with you. Remember, when I say names, guys, I'm not talking specifically about the person who's talking to me. In my referencing, it means who they are, who's with them, or they want me to say hi to here. So don't automatically assume when I give a name that that's a person who's crossed over. Chris, be open to learning new skills. Okay, be open to learning new skills. Now, I don't know what this is. I don't know if you're a fan of the kitchen, but the skills seem to have a catering aspect to it. Okay, so whether you're learning how to cook, or you're learning how to bake, where you're learning how to do something that connects to the kitchen, okay? But it feels to me really, really good. And I'm hearing shout. So what I'm about to share with you should bring you to a person, okay? As easy as apple pie. That's the words I just heard. Oh man, as easy as apple pie. Remember, I've said that. So that must relate to somebody who would have used that as their kind of their calling card. I don't know if you're aware, Chris, but you are connected to somebody of serious stature in history. Okay, there's a fame aspect around this that I've got to share with you. Okay, like for an example, your surname is James, and to say Jesse James would be the person. Um, but there's a fame connection around you that I'm supposed to acknowledge that's spirit bound. Um, before I say what I'm about to say, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physician. I'm not a pharmacist or a chemist. I'm nothing to do with any kind of medical practice, and therefore I do not give medical advice. But what I'm hearing is it's either the end of the medication, or it's time to change the medication, because you don't need to be reliant on medication. Not a doctor. Go and speak only to professional doctors to get sound professional medical advice. Never listen to an idiot psychic, okay? We're not trained. I will always it's not my information, so I'll always share it with you. I'm going to I'm hearing the number 12. So the number 12 is connected to a date or the month of December is significant, okay? But I'm gonna give you the 12th card as to where they are right now, okay? And the mantra that goes with that. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There'll be a reason why this card is brought out for you, Chris, okay? The card is based on health and well-being, and the words are, and now this is your mantra, so I want you to repeat these words over and over. My body always lets me know what it needs. Oh my God, I've just been talking about the medication side of things. My body always lets me know what it needs. Okay, let me just, there you go. My body always lets me know what it needs. OMG, OMGG. Chris, I do hope that helps you out, buddy. Thank you very much for being here tonight. And thank you for being the first. Julie Evans, Julie Sharp, Dawn's in the house. Dawn, good evening, my darling. We had some really great news today. I'm in such a good mood. Dawn, you deserve it. You deserve it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do 3 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. This is the card that come out, Dawn. I'm attracting my ideal job right now. Came up under work and career. Don't know if that's what you expected, but hey diddly o diddly I. Let's go down and see who else is here. Jennifer, Jennifer GR. Jennifer, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Where we go? Where we go? What do we got? What do we got going on? Chris, could you come back and verify some of the information I gave to you? That'd be fantastic. Valerie Kesterson, welcome, Valerie. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. That sounds amazing. Thank you for the offer for everybody, Paul. Um, yeah, so if you want to talk about what I offered, you have to watch a show over again. We are purchasing a place in Ireland, which is going to be called Tirnanog, which means it's the Irish word for heaven, and it will be a place of retreat. You'll be able to come on a retreat, and you'll be able to enjoy yourself and come on seminars with me. I will probably be doing some mini shows there, and I'm also going to be filming there, so you could well be part of the shows that we're filming for Netflix. So let's have a quick look at who's and who's wasn't. That's interesting. A job isn't my thing, but definitely an opportunity to make money out of my passions would be great. That's a job is a job. Whether you give yourself a job, whether you create. If you get up to make what you make, that's a job. Okay, so it's not necessarily how I see it; it's how you see it that's important. But now's the time. You are exactly accurate, Paul. Hear that? Sometimes I think I'm losing my trolley. Um, my aunt who passed away some time ago, Linda, is the aunt who greeted my favorite Aunt John in heaven. The chemotherapy for my liver lung cancer is going through some stages. Oh wow, gotcha, gotcha. Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to be sending you tons of love and healing right now and always, Chris. Thank you for being part of the show. Guys, if you've just joined us tonight, please, please, please don't forget to smash that like button and to share the show. It's really, really vital that we share the show, and please get numbers to go up in relation to subscription. Subscription is free. Okay, I'm not doing a pleading plea. Oh, please help me now. I'm not doing that. Okay, but the show, I am very, very proud of this show. I'm very, very proud of the effort and the time and terms that it's taken to get here. Um, to appease YouTube, we need to get the numbers up over 1,000. So please, please, please help me do that. We need to get our friends and family to come and subscribe to the show. It's all free of charge. And then once they're enjoying the show, then we'll invite them to come and be part of the other aspects of the Paul Francis Network. So that will be coming up very shortly. Speaking of which, he says, why don't you just share that right now, like that? So you can join the Patreon channel as under a free aspect as well. It means you'll be able to enjoy some of the seminars that we do, but not all of them. Okay, and not all of the in-depth seminars. If you want to join the Patreon channel, you can join for as little as £5 a month. So that's literally £1 a week, which is not even the price of a cup of coffee. So why don't you zip yourself across to that link, become a member of the Patreon channel, and we will be doing all of the seminars from there. Okay, so let's have a look. Dawn says, thank you. Always, my darling. Send you love for complete healing to Chris. Hi, Valerie, says Denise. So we're here tonight. This is Thursday night, so therefore it's Reach Across Live with your host, Paul Francis. I had some emails this week from publishing agencies asking me, could they please see a preface or a preview of my next book, Walking with the Light? And I went, no. So, no. If you want me, if you're watching the show and you are a company that does publications and you are interested, give me a call. We'll have a chat and see what you can offer. I'm already with a publishing company right now, and they do a great job. But I never say no unless it's going to be signed business. The companies that were contacting me sounded really kind of like, do I trust these guys? And the answer is, and my whole spidey sense was going, no. So, no. Please send me your book or prelude of your book. No. Right. Lynn has just given me an idea. In future shows, I'm going to sit and think about this and see if we can do this. I will create a healing book, okay, that'll come up on the screen. And what we will do is we'll dedicate a segment of the show to all of the people who go on the healing list. That's a really good idea. I'll sit and think about how I can do that. And then you can send me, email me, or message me the names of the people that you would like to go onto that list. So give me this weekend to think about how I'm going to make that work. And I'll talk about it on Monday night's Ghost 22 show. It's a good idea, actually, because it'll help us to do a little bit more in Reach Across Live. Now, a quick question. Lynn was very, very kind, and she came and she answered this question really quickly. On Ghost 22, on my YouTube channel, I had somebody quickly just pop up and go, your intro is way too long. Not a like, hey, hi, Paul, listen, enjoyed the show, but I think your intro is too big. Not just your intro is way, way too long, and left it, just stopped. So I'm interested to see whether or not you think my intros to my shows are too long. Leave a comment below, please. Tell me what you think. Are the intros too long? Because I'm really, what I want to do is make the shows better and better and better. And if they are too long, then I need to know about it. So let me know. Be with you right after this. Hi, welcome back. This is Reach Across Live with your host, Paul Francis. Now, I just looked at my darling pal, Valerie Kesterson. Now, one of the parts of the Tonight Show that I want to talk about was I was saying in my promo that you don't need mediums. And I genuinely believe that because what I do is I interact with your friends and family who pass messages down through me, and then I just deliver them. But if I can receive the messages, there's no reason why you can't at least receive some element of connection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you something before the end of the show tonight. So just before the end of the show, I'm going to put a little segment in, teach you a little bit about how you can connect with your loved ones. All right. Also, my darling pal Valerie Kesterson needs help in relation to her health, as well as our friend Chris. So why don't we start our healing segment off this week, just as an off the cuff? Alrighty, let's do something a lot like that. So what I'm going to say to you is this: I want you just to just bear with me, guys. Right? I want you to just close your eyes, close your peepers, close your eyes, and just see the name Chris and see the names Valerie. So Valerie and Chris. Okay. So just see the words Valerie and Chris and see a beautiful golden orb surrounding those names, moving in all directions around them, over them, through them, and feel that energy entering into Valerie and Chris and attacking the negative and replacing it, healing it, and removing stress, harm, and negativity from their bodies. See it being pulled out and away from them. So see Chris and see Valerie healed in a beautiful golden light. So just give that a moment now and see that happen with utmost intensity and with the white light of love and divine protection to wrap around them and you to keep you all safe. Thank you. And it can be that quick and that easy, and you're not overcomplicating it. So that's what makes it viable. Don't overcomplicate it. Okay. Julie says, "Oh my God, I love your intro, Paul. It's so relaxing to chill out to." Oh, well, Julie, thank you. That really helps me. Gupta's in the house. Gupta, hey, buddy, good to see you. Welcome back to the show. Julie says, "Sometimes, but even understand you are waiting for people to come in." Yes, there is. I mean, I put that on because it's a heads up to everybody to say, right, the show started, so people don't run about and try and press buttons. They know that there's an intro, and gives them a moment or two to get themselves together and chill out. John Smith, welcome to the show, John. Good to see you. Chris said, my dad, while he was alive, was involved with genealogy and traced our last name James, which came from Wales. We came to the States with William Penn's expedition, who's founded in Pennsylvania. Wow! So there's your history. Oh my gosh. How cool is that? How cool is that? John says to me, "Do you connect to the spirits on the other side?" Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to sound condescending. No, but here's the thing, John. One of the reasons I brought this show together tonight was to say yes, yes. I am open to connecting with friends and family who want to send messages through me to you guys. But my point here is if they can do it through me, they can do it through you. Okay. So a bit later on tonight, John, and everybody else who's watching, I'm going to teach you a little bit about how you can receive those messages all for yourself. Okay. I have stated all through my career, okay, all through the 40 years of being a professional medium, that you do not need mediums. Okay. That you do not need mediums. Okay, you can do it yourself. It's a good idea to maybe go to a medium to maybe, validate some of the information that has come through. That's a really, really cool idea. But there's reasons when you should use a medium, and there's definitely reasons when you shouldn't. Okay. Mary says, Lynn Fern, I did, but don't think the chat so as I'm there. I'm not following up. All right. Can you see my dad, please? Oh, John, right. Can I see your dad? Well, if your dad wants to make him, I mean, I don't use excuses at all. I believe excuse. I say excusitis is the disease of making excuses, but it's not like I can pull up to a door and go, "I want that one." That's not how it works. Really is a building up of energy with you and them, and then they connect through me. Hence the name medium in the middle. Okay, if you want to connect with your father, or anybody else for that matter, be thinking about them, be talking about them, but start building up energy around yourself by asking questions and getting involved, which you're doing. I'm very, very glad to see that you're here. Thank you for being here. I am open to receiving messages from anybody from your side of the family, or from your dad's side of the family, or from your mom's side of the family. So if they want to come through, I will not hold back, and you will get it all. Trust me. Um, Thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. It really means a lot to me. Chris, just allow it to come through. Allow it to work through you. Okay. John says that I saw him in my dream last night, and he was talking to someone in a hospital. Okay, okay, right. Well, if you saw your dad in your dream last night, there's a thing called a visitation. Wow, you couldn't have brought this up at a better time, Johns. Honestly, there's dreams and there's visitations. Okay, a dream is a literal, your conscious and your subconscious working together and creating through pictures, signs, thoughts, and memories, and information you've picked up during the day, or some days before, and they create like a movie. Okay, and that's basically a dream. Most people, well, everybody dreams. Everybody. People say, "Oh, I don't dream." Yes, you do. If you didn't dream, you just wouldn't. Your mind will explode. You do dream. You just don't remember them. But some people then remember parts of dreams and go, "What the heck was that all about?" Okay, and then in comes dream interpretation, which I'm not a big fan of. Okay, people say to me, "Oh, can you interpret this dream?" No, because my interpretation of your dream is my interpretation of your dream. What's your interpretation of your dream? Okay. It's like a letter, somebody putting a letter on a table, and I'll read it and you read it. So, what's your interpretation of that letter? It'll be different than mine. Okay. You can be sure of that. Unless it says, anybody reading this letter, look up. Then and that'll be the only time our interpretations will be exactly the same, because we'll both look up. However, John, in relation to a visitation, you will remember absolutely everything connected to that visitation, that dream. Okay. You'll remember where you were, what you were wearing, what he was wearing, what you spoke about in depth, and the meaning behind that connection. Okay. That's a visitation, and that is worth that 1,000 readings. John, I don't know if I'm with you right now, but just as I was about to speak to you, I had somebody shout the word Simon. I heard the word Simon being shouted in the background. Simon. So I don't know with you, John, but as I was talking to you, the word Simon came in. Okay, the name Simon. So if it's not your dad, think it may be connected to you, or to your mum or your dad's side of the family. But the name Simon was shouted. So if you can come back to me as quickly as you can, guys. The name Simon is kicking in here, and the month of July is significant. There's a birthday and anniversary connected to July. They want me to acknowledge it. They didn't even show me the number 7. They just showed me the word July. In relation to connected to somebody in hospital. Now, either they want me to talk about the person in the hospital being your uncle, or they want me to talk about the name Liam. Okay. Now, why do I say that? It's because as soon as you said those names, I had a vision brought into my head. One of my absolute favorite uncles who passed to the other side of life was my uncle Liam McCabe. He was a nut job. He was very comical, very fun. He taught me loads, and he was always up for playing games, like cricket and various things like that. But he was a medical expert in a specific field. And sadly, my uncle Liam passed through cancer, and I never got the opportunity to say goodbye to him. But I send him love all of the time. Um, but as soon as you said that connection to somebody in hospital, I saw my uncle Liam. So therefore, they want me to talk about the an uncle, i.e., the rank, or they want me to talk about the name Liam or somebody connected to the medical industry. Okay, that'd be the reason why he brought that name up. Simon is my cousin's name, and July is my marriage anniversary. Gotcha, gotcha. That means I'm definitely with you, brother. Okay. I want to say to you, John, there is some good news coming into the family. And when I see the family, I see a circle like that. And that means to me, family circle. Okay. But there is a new energy coming to the family. So, congratulations to your family from whatever level that is. But there's an energy coming to the family. Usually, and I get it this way, is a stork, which means to me there's a baby coming. Okay. If dad is in spirit, oh, sorry, if dad is connecting with me, there is somebody keeps bringing up something to do with finances, which he is not remotely bothered about. Okay, he doesn't care, right? So somebody keeps bringing up something to do with financials, and he doesn't care about it. It's not that's not while he was here. It would probably been one of these to do things and things he would have taken care of, but in spirit, the finances aspect doesn't come into it. Neither, and this is important, John, to take this on board, and I really, really need you to take this on board. Neither is family politics. It doesn't travel with them. Okay, the love of the family that travels with him, but the politics of the family they're not interested in. Okay. Now, I don't know what this means. It's really, really up to you. And I'm getting a letter concept here, which means what means something to me will mean something different to you. Okay. But he keeps talking about the gate as being significant. Okay. The gate, GATE, as being significant. So, has to mean something to you, but it means absolutely nothing to me. He's telling me to talk about footsteps. Okay, so what that means is he is watching someone following in his footsteps. So someone has either taken on the career that he did for a living, or they're moving into towards that particular area of business that he was connected to. There's something pulling me towards military here as well, John. He wants me to acknowledge somebody with him who was connected to military, specifically Vietnam. Okay, because I'm seeing Vietnam aircraft. Okay, now that he may have been connected to the air or the sea or the navy, or sorry, land or the navy. I don't know, but I'm seeing specific aircraft, which tells me the era. Okay, MiG-29s and so things of that nature, which is Vietnam and Phantoms. That tells me the era because I'm an aviation buff. Okay, he wants me to shout the name Mike to you. Mike, it holds it up. So that means the name Michael or Mike is important. Okay. Let me just go back to what's going on here because I need to get the feedback from John here so I can help one way or another. Okay, John Simon is my cousin. Got that. Um, what does gate mean to you? Gate. I kind of feel it's a place of where it means something to you and him. It's nothing to do with me. Okay. A gate to me is something completely different. I'm going to share you with what my gate means to me. Okay, a gate is where my grandfather took me, and we would look over the land, and he would teach me about the land. He would teach me about the stars, and he would teach me about the animals and how he always taught me. He said, "If you want to know anything, just listen to the land. She will always tell you." And that's what the gate means to me. Okay, but I kind of get the feel is the gate is something to do with you and him. Okay, that's important. No one in military and Vietnam. Yes, you have. I can guarantee you, you have. Okay, because this I'm never wrong on this. But there's too much family politics going on now. That's why he brought that up in advance of you telling me. Okay, Mike is his name. Gotcha. There you go. Yes, you do have military connections to the Vietnam conflicts of old. I guarantee you do. And I'm seeing specific naval connections now, okay? Because they're showing me an anchor, which means to be Navy, okay, or sea going, um, ocean going, sea going, Navy. And this is where I find myself. I very often sit sometimes in my office and have a giggle, going, "Where do you get off arguing with people about their family? I'm not arguing with you about your family. I won't change the information just to fit better. It's how I get it, and that's how you get it. So I'm 100% honest. Okay. I won't twist it. Joan Brosnan, welcome to the show. Okay, it's card time. So, John, um, listen, I think you're being too hard on yourself, okay? I'm getting the feeling of it going, he's taking on too much. You're trying to appease. Gotcha. He's shown me a right. He's shown me a symbol. For me, the symbol is a roundabout with lots of offshoots of the roundabout, which means to me you don't know where to go. That's what that means. You're kind of lost on which ways to go. But the reason why you're lost on which way to go is you're trying to appease or trying to do too much to make everybody else happy. Okay. There's an old saying is you can only do what you do, and you will never, ever, ever make everybody happy all of the time, okay? So don't try to, okay? Whereas as you make one person happy, somebody else is gonna be upset. So just do your best, and he trusts you. Well, he's patting me. Oh, gotcha. I've got a pat on the shoulder just then. Okay, which means to me, John, his pride is with you, okay? Um, he's not very vocal in sharing that. Okay, so the way I got it was like that. So it was he wouldn't have come up to you, hugged you, and said, "Hey, I love you. I'm very, very proud of you." He would have more went, "Good man, good job." Trust me. I don't know if you guys got the opportunity to tell each other how you felt, um, but he knows. Okay, just you need to understand that he knows. He's telling me to say, look after the flower or the flowers, whatever that means. Look after the flower or the flowers. Communication is the control here. The overall concept. Communication is a lot of people in your family are thinking what they think somebody else is thinking, rather than going, "Hey, what do you think?" Okay, so everybody needs to sit down and go, "Hey, what do you think? What's the best way forward here?" Okay, and trust me, if you ever want to have a laugh, right? If you want to have a laugh, go and sit down with a funeral director and tell him to tell you about some of the bizarre things that they have seen with family in their offices, and you'll go, "What?" You're kidding. No, no, no. They have seen everything from people coming to full-on fist fights in a funeral home, okay? They will tell you some bizarre stuff, trust me. And oddly enough, it helps because you realize that you're not the only people that go through it. Everybody does. There's an old saying, everybody, as I'm talking with John here, there's an old saying, okay? Um, you attack those you love most first, or those who attack those they love most first, because they're trying to get rid of their anger. No, there's no book, there's no written, here's how you deal with a loss. It doesn't exist, okay? Because you can't. Each person deals with that loss in their own way, okay? So we attack those we love most first because we can't deal with the loss. We can't deal with the stress. And so you look over at your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your friend, and you go, your fault. You don't mean it. You're just trying to get rid of the anger. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do, John, is I'm going to go with a card for you here. He's telling me to talk about the number 14 as being significant. Can't be a month, so it has to be connected to a date in the calendar. 14, 1 4, or 14 years gone. But I'm going to give you the 14th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And it is this. Wow! This is the second time this card has come out tonight. That's really weird. So, John, the 14th is when he died? Oh, wow. Some serious information coming for you tonight, my friend. I'm so glad I was here when I was able to give it to you. So, this is the card that came up for you, brother. Okay. Let me turn it sideways so you can see it. Go on. I am attracting the right, I am attracting my ideal job right now. Okay. There you go. There you go. So, that's not from me. That's from your friends and family who have crossed ahead. Your dad is definitely not alone. He has guys to his right with him, which mean to me that is either he has brothers or cousins with him, and he has guys to his left, which means he's linked up with his pals. Okay, his pals crossed over. One of his pals crossed over with is a very quick crossing, like a massive aneurysm or a massive heart attack, but he wasn't. Nobody knew. He just boom, gone, and nobody knew he was even ill. Okay, he's met up with him, and I'm hearing the name Mark being shouted, M-A, and then a K or a C at the end, so it has to be Mark. Um, he sent. Okay, John, this is really important. Okay, listen to me, and I need you to take this on board. And this is really important. He's shown me a white rose. Okay. Now, I'm going to share with you what the white rose means to me, but whatever you take from it, you're correct. Now, I'm feeling really strongly this is what he means. The white rose means an apology. Okay. That he didn't always necessarily maintain the kind of dad he wanted to be, but it didn't mean he didn't love you. Because the rose in any, it doesn't matter what color the rose comes in, it means love. The rose is the symbol of love. But when it comes in the white, as I'm getting it right now, it means an apology by way of sending love down to you. Righty? Thank you very much for being here, John. I do hope and pray this has helped you. Your dad is very much around you. Okay. Trust that everything is going to work out right because it is. I promise you. Okay. Joan, good to see you. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Let's have a look at what we got. Leonard is in the house as well. Leonard, it's good to see you, Leonard. Thanks for being here. I'd love a card. Well, I'm not doing cards per se. I'm doing cards connected to reads, but never know. Um, those guys who are watching me on Facebook tonight, could I please invite you to come off Facebook and go across to YouTube? It is far more stable, and you will not get hacked while you're on YouTube. So come off Facebook, go into YouTube on the top search bar, type in Paul Francis 111 or Paul Francis Medium, and it'll bring you right back to the show. Subscribe to the show and hit the like button. Guys, please, please, please smash that like button and let me know what your thoughts are on tonight's show. Leave comments below. Whoa, so true as an aneurysm, says John. John's going, I understand. Thank you so much. You're more than welcome, my friend. More than welcome. Where are we now? We are at 5 minutes to 9, which means I've got a little bit more time left to go. If you got some questions, please do share them with me. I'm still so amused you got Simon and Mike and the 14th and even the flowers. Um, Here's what I want you to take out of it, John, is when I'm talking to your friends, anybody, your friends and family, yes, John, and everybody else's friends and family in spirit, I say to them, give me stuff that means something to the person I'm talking to. Okay. I don't, I'm not, I don't want you to be trying to bring me across as being the best medium that ever walked on the earth. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in the fame aspect of it. I just want to bring something that will bring some sort of content, love, and harmony to those you've left behind. So, because I know how it feels to lose your parents and your grandparents and your aunts and your uncles and your cousins and your friends. And if I can help alleviate that in some way, when my day comes to go upstairs and I'm standing in front of the big guy, I'm gonna hope that he turns to me and go, "You did a good job." That's all I want, you know? So cool. Um, you're welcome, John. Absolutely. Sorry there, Paul. I think that I spelt that wrong. I don't know what that is. Aneurysm. Don't worry. I don't care. I'm dyslexic anyway, so it makes no odds. Yeah, dyslexic, yet I've written 5 books. There you go. So let's go. Let's move on. If you have a question for me tonight, then please do feel free to do it. Coming up shortly in the next 8 to 10 minutes, I'm going to be teaching you how you yourself can make your own connections to spirit. So if you have any questions that you want to put to me, by all means, do put them to me. But I will be with you right after this little advert. Hi, y'all. Welcome back. This is Paul Francis, your host on Reach Across Live. Just a quick reiteration for I had a couple of text messages coming through going, what's this about a retreat? Well, in spring of 2025, we are opening a retreat in Ireland, the retreat is going to be called Tír na nÓg, which is Irish for heaven, and where you'll be able to come and stay and you'll be able to have weekends there and weekend seminars and retreats and so on and so forth. And that's going to be happening probably around springtime of 2025. We found Tír na nÓg only a couple of weeks ago. We've been looking for it for months and months and months and months. And it's just amazing how things find you on occasion rather than you having to go looking for them. But it happens. So um, we're going to be opening that retreat in roughly, I'm thinking around March, April time, but sooner the better. John, that's why Paul is the best. I'm the best, bless you. I just do my best. That's more important. So, you guys got any questions for me? Then please put them to me now. I'm more than happy to answer them. Um, Leonard said, "I'd love a card." I'm being told to bring a card up for you. Leonard, is there any particular area that you'd like this card to be focused towards? To be honest with you, that'd be really probably more important. If you've got a specific area that you're thinking about, then maybe I can help you and give you a card in that field. I was just wondering, but not sure if it's okay to ask you this or not. Is my nephew Owen around me? It was his first anniversary last week. You can be absolutely assured Owen is around you. Okay, you can be guaranteed. They do make a big effort around their dates. They don't call it. They don't associate with the word death. They don't. Okay, they call it the birth. That's where you hear me say birthday anniversary. Okay, they don't refer to, oh, that's the day I died, because how can you say that? Think about those words. That's the day I died. How can you say that if you're here? The physical machine shuts down, but we carry on. And that's why I created Reach Across to prove that. And the reason I created Ghost 22 is to give physical evidence of the spirit carrying on. Then that gives me a little bit of a lean-to for next week's show. If you are going to come and join, not if, please come and join me on Monday night at 8 p.m. for Ghost 22. And we got the new official Ghost 22 merchandise out as well. If you have photographs or EVPs or video footage of phenomena that you've managed to capture, then I want to see it. Contact me on either Messenger or email, and I'll put up my email link right now. Give me 1 second. This is how you email me, and send me a link to your footage, or just say, "Hey, Paul, listen, I've got some really cool footage I'd like to share with you for your show, Ghost 22." And I will talk to you and show you how to get it to me. Okay, doesn't matter how big the file is. I've got ways and means of showing you how to get it to me, and then I will feature that on the Ghost 22 show on Monday nights, 8 p.m. So feel free to email me if you want to ask questions, if you want to ask things of that nature. Um, it depends on the day. Sometimes I can get really, I can get back to a lot of emails in one day. Other times I'm really so busy that I'll get back to you in the next 2 or 3 days. So please don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. I've just got a lot on. Okay. I was just wondering. Okay, yes, Owen will be around you. I can be assured of that. John says relationships. Um, John, it's not about relationships is coming up around you. It's about healing and well-being. It really is, because health and well-being is the card to come up, and it says, "Oh God, I hate this thing. I am a miracle of nature. I am a miracle of nature." Basically, what that means is believe in yourself, believe in who you are, believe in the fact that you are here through the mainstream of a miracle. A miracle happens and you are here. Okay. So believe in that. And here's the big, 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 big part of that is, if you want to honor your dad who's crossed, then be the best you can be here and now. Let go of the negativities. Let go of the sad, down lipped. Let that all go. Okay. And don't ever try and curve anything with the concept of guilt. Guilt never works. Okay. Deal with the situation for what it is, and then move past it. Don't carry it with you. Move past it. Hope that helps. I just love tuning into your show, Paul. Although I haven't tuned in for a while, sending love to you and your family, John. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I genuinely mean that. Wow. Now, John, I wasn't going to do this, but I did it. I shuffle the cards 3 times. Up comes this. All right. What does it say? Now I've already given you the reading. You heard me say it not only seconds ago. Here's the message. I feel good about myself just as I am. I'm blown away with that. I am actually blown away. Out of 50 cards in this deck, 50, and I'm constantly shuffling them, that card came out. 50 cards. I'm constantly shuffling them. I'm just keep shuffling because I do not, I will not bow down to cheating in any way, shape, or form. Can we send some love to our pal Amanda? There is fires on her pilgrimage in Portugal. Yes, yes, definitely. The last message I sent to her was be careful and don't and make good decisions. That's actually the last message I sent her was be careful, make good decisions. All right. If a decision means putting off your pilgrimage, then that's a good decision. Definitely sending out healing angels and protection angels to her right now. Joan, this has come up for you. First of all, the card that came up for you, Joan, I was thinking about you as I dealt the cards. It says this. It's got a thing on it that protects me. Spiritual development is the card, and the message comes up says, "I am fully supported by the universe." Okay, I am fully supported by the universe. Okay, how cool is that? Right. So very. She said no. No what? No to what? Ooh. Tell her this is the card that just came out as I was there. The card leapt out of the deck. Oh god, bloody thing! It doesn't show it. Okay, there it is. I express myself fully, an act of self-love. I express myself fully as an act of self-love. That means look out for yourself. Coming home, the message above. Okay. So she's made a good decision. Good on her. Right. I wanted to teach you guys before we called it a day. So any more questions before I go and put these cards away? Actually, do you know what? No, I'm gonna do something right now before I go into the teaching aspect. What I want you to do is just sit back for a second or two, and all I want you to do is to breathe. That's all I want you to do. Okay. So sit back and breathe and just relax. Just let everything go. Okay. Sit back, breathe, and let everything just let everything go. Let your eyes close and just listen to the sound of my voice. It doesn't matter what comes into your head, just don't focus on it. Just let it go. Okay. So close your eyes. I want everybody to pay attention. Close your eyes. Okay. Even if you're watching this show after it has aired. Okay. At this point of the show where you're watching it, close your eyes. Trust me. Okay. This is about you, not about me. It's about you. So close your eyes and just breathe. With every breath out, let go. Just let it go. You know what? As you're breathing in happiness, love, excitement, contentment, harmonious, strength, honor, focus. And as you're breathing out, let go stress and strange worries, the negativities of life. Now, momentarily, just let it go. Let yourself see like you're almost like you're walking through clouds. Like you're just literally walking through clouds. Okay? And as you're walking through the clouds will form a number. The number will either be a one or a two. Whatever one you see, put it in the comments below. Go. So the clouds will form, and they'll form either the number one or the number two. Which one is it? Put it in the comments below. That is definitely the card for Amanda, says Dawn. Yes. Dawn, one or two. Where the heck did you get five from? Thank you, Paul. Glad to be here tonight. John, more than welcome. Please, please, please come and watch our shows. It's only on a Monday and a Thursday night. We'd love to have you. Bring in your friends and family. Get them to be part of the show. Get them to subscribe and like the show, and this should have a bit of fun. Joan has gone to. Dawn's laughing. I knew she'd just have to just break it up. I'm going to die because she has to argue. She's secretly a scouser. Chris has gone two. Joan has gone two. So come on, y'all. As your cloud forms, one or two. Which is it? Lynn, where did you get four from? It's one or two. One or two. Honest to God. Maybe I'm speaking in the wrong language. Hen or to. I nearly spat my tea out. Scouser. Yeah. Scousers just argue for the sake of arguing. Scousers make the best solicitors because they love arguing. So Don's going for two. Do you know what? I haven't even looked at the cards. I dealt two cards that are under the table on where the camera is, and I haven't even looked at them. So you're going to see them as I see them. Okay, John, John, one or two. Don't add them together to get three. You guys are out to just make me grayer. I'm getting grayer by the second. Get this all cut off tomorrow. Can't wait. I'm boiling. I do have a head of hair, don't I? That's one thing my dad did bestow upon me, a full head of hair. That's interesting. Julia says, "Scousers are the best, like, right there, Scousers are the best. Scouse." I'm married to a Scouser. One, please, says Julie Sharp. Thank God somebody's got it. John's gone for one. I'm glad you said that, my lord. Rightly so. So, Julia Evans, which is it, one or two? That's three. You don't add them together. Uh, and Lynn, where the hell did Lynn get four from? So I'm about to do the cards. You better hurry up. Right, too late. If you chose card number one, boom. It's on Dream Homes. Wow, look at that. Dream Homes. It says, I'm preparing to move into my perfect place, which is on its way to me right now. I'm preparing to move into my perfect place, which is on its way to me right now. OMG. Because I was talking about number one, I'm talking about the house that we've been trying to get sorted out for months, and it's now looking like it's going to come to fruition. So, wow! Now, I want to also add out at this point when it says Dream Homes, and it says I am preparing to move into my perfect place, which is on its way to me right now. Doesn't necessarily mean physical home. Okay, you being in your perfect place could be your spiritual mind, body, and soul. Okay, that's interesting. That's really, really interesting. That Joe says, haha, numbers that people are getting out are 1 and 2. It's hilarious. Oh, yeah, I tell you. Valerie's gone for number 1. So, Valerie, how about that? So, you're moving into your perfect place, mind, body, and spirit, physical. It's coming to you. Okay, if you chose number 2, it is health and well being. And the card says, I eat foods that nourish my body and give me energy. In other words, it's telling you what you should be doing right now. You should be actually really putting yourself in a position where you eat foods that are good for you and they bring nourishment and help you bring that energy because that energy needs to fight um, negativity, um, anti-inflammatories, etc., etc., etc. I can talk about that because I'm actually trained in that field. Okay, being a chef. Why did I get a male figure before I see number 1, Paul? In what respect, my darling Jules? What do you mean you got a male figure? Okay. I had fillet steak for dinner. More trifle for afters. What a great card. Trifle, you cheeky sausage. Trifle is my favorite dessert. It better be a proper trifle, I might add. And when we move into our house, which is near you, I expect one to be brought down. Am I getting my point across? Jackie! Hey, y'all! Jackie, why didn't you come in right at the end of the show? Seriously, are you here to wind me up? Right at the end of the show. Were you working tonight, my love? If so, I hope you had a fantastic day. I do want you to watch the show from the start, though, again, Jackie. I think you'll enjoy it. Um, So number 2 is about really eating the right foods and getting the right nourishment in for the right energy so you can protect yourself of mind, body, and soul. Okay. Hey, Paul, I thought I was the one with the southern accent and nobody else could understand me. They all know. We all love southern accent. Just because I talk slow don't mean I'm stupid, honey. I love that line. One of my favorite films, Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, sorry, I had a few things to do for someone. That's fair enough, my darling. Everything you give off as good will return to you is better. Brilliant show tonight, Paul. Was just looking like a male looking right back at me. Okay, well, that could well be connected to your um, guides. I got a feeling it's something to do with your guides. Okay, interesting. You know I've got a trifle on the go. I'll bring you a Jaffa cake or a Montreux trifle. See, she's a booze head. Paul, have you ever done scrying? Yes, I have done scrying many, many, many times, my darling. It's got to be done right. It's got to be done safe, and you need to have your protection in place when you're doing it. It's one of those areas that can be a little bit, like messing with a Ouija board. If you're going to do the Ouija board or you're going to do scrying or anything of those natures, it's safe if it's done correctly and measured in safety. Okay, and never do it on your own. Never, ever, ever, ever do stuff like that on your own. Never mess with Ouija boards. Never mess with angel boards. Never mess with scrying or anything of that nature by yourself. Do it with people. Uh, I don't know how to pronounce your name. States G, Ms. B, States G, Ms. B. Um, whoever you are, and you got a lovely Irish emblem there of the shamrock. Welcome to the show. You've come in right at the end, I must say. I do apologize, but you've come right in the end. Ask for Michael's protection, the Archangel Michael. You need him and a few others, really. Brittany, welcome to the show, Brittany. I need to hear this as I needed to hear this as being more mindful if what I'm eating, because I'm lacking motivation lately. I don't feel overly hungry either. Well, motivation, right? Here's the whole thing about motivation. Motivation is options. That's what motivation is. It's options for you to take or not take. That's the key. That's why God bestowed upon us the concept of free will. You can go out there and it can be raining, and you can either walk in the rain, get into a car, climb into a bus. What's your motivation? Now, your immediate response to what I've just said to you guys is, well, get in the car or the bus. It's raining. Yeah, it is raining. But have you ever walked in the rain? It's probably one of the most tranquil things you'll ever do. Okay. Being in the rain, especially in the countryside or by the ocean, is probably one of the most energizing things you can ever experience. So, what's your motivation? Oh, well, if I'm going to work, I'd like to get there dry. Car, bus. If I want to cleanse my mind and soul and clear myself from negative thinking, negative energy, and open my mind to stronger possibilities, take a walk in the rain in a lovely long raincoat and a nice umbrella. Nobody mentioned getting wet. Well, see, the thing about it is, Jackie, it's you see, if we'd have gone back to the Victorian times, that wouldn't have been an issue. It wouldn't have been an issue because in the Victorian times, a Ouija board was the same as having a teapot in your house. No difference. Okay, but out came The Exorcist, and then all of a sudden, Ouija boards were evil. But before that, they were just a game. It was a game. So what I allow in my shops to sell Ouija boards to children, no, I wouldn't. They would have to be um, 18 or above, or if 16 to 18, accompanied by a adult saying, yes, everything's cool, I'm going to be watching over them, etc., etc., etc. So, right, I love the smell of rain. Tegan's song is from Natasha Bedingfield's. I feel the rain on my skin. Oh, I know that song. Yeah. Walking in the rain and the snow and there's nowhere to go. Remember that one as well? Right, anyway, listen, before we go, I did say I was going to teach you guys. So, what I want you all to do right now is I want you to close your eyes. Now, pay attention. Close the eyes and breathe. Just close your eyes and breathe. And just listen to the sound of my voice. Close your eyes, breathe, and listen to the sound of my voice. You are one of a kind. You are the only person in the world like you. You are an amazing feat of miracles. You are a soul connected to all souls and connected to the one. You have love to give, but you must be open to receiving it. Our friends and family are part of the one. They are connected to the angels, to our friends and family who have gone ahead, and to the one energy, God. Through the connection of love that never leaves us, they are able to talk to us every day. It's open for you to listen or not. So be open to how they connect to you. Don't challenge it, don't dispute it, just accept it. So when the butterfly lands on your windscreen, or the bird lands on the windowsill, or the song comes on the radio, or the feather on the floor in the middle of your room, just say thank you and acknowledge the connection. And that will be the beginning of how they will continue to connect with you. If you are strong enough, they will connect with you through the dream state. We call that a visitation. It is not unsafe. It is very safe because they control it from their side. But what it can be sometimes is very trying on you emotionally. And that's okay. And that's fine. But they try to talk to you every day. They try to connect with you when they can. And they want you always to know that you are so very loved, now and always. So practice what I've taught you. Be open to that receiving. Be open to the receiving. Don't challenge it. Don't judge it. Just accept it. And watch how that will continue to grow over the days, weeks, and months and years ahead. I will always be open for your communication. I will always be open for your questions. Thank you very, very much for being a part of my show, Reach Across Live. I absolutely love you as my brother in Lord Jesus' name. Chris, thank you so very, very much. I genuinely, honestly appreciate that. My nan told me never to touch them boards, says Julie Sharp. It's kind of funny because I was trained exactly the same way, but when I was trained properly, I realized it's just a tool. It's just a tool. Um, Happy to answer questions on that one on Monday night, Jules. If you want to be part of the show, do bring it with you. I am the best that's ever been. Be your own biggest fan always. Love and be loved is all. Don't be a drop in the ocean, be the entire ocean. Love you, buddy. Love you too, Dawn. And on that note, I'm going to say a good night to you. Thank you so very, very much for being part of my show. I love doing this show. I love doing these links and these reads. But remember, even though the few get a read directly to them, the messages in the read is for everybody. And that message is, I am here, I am free, I am happy, I am safe, and I am loved. And I still love you. And all you have to do in response is be the best you can be here and now. Honor them by being the best you can be and making something of your life. Have blessed moments until next time. Take care, everyone. Good night. I really do hope and pray that your wife's health is much better. God bless you. So very much, Paul, who is named after Saul. Paul, you're a wonderful man. I appreciate that so very, very much. Thank you so very much. And I will see you all on Monday night. And we'll go ahead and have some fun with Ghost 22. So if you've got anything in your archives that you've managed to capture, pictures, footage, EVPs, anything of those natures, then please do share them with me. I would love to make it a part of the show on Monday night. Until I see you again, remember, communicate, appreciate, and validate everyone in your life so a medium like myself never has to do it for you. Okay? And remember, if it's to be, it's up to me. So whatever you want in life, it's up to you. Let the universe know what it is you want, when you want it, and then be open to receiving it. Until Monday night, have a fantastic weekend. Keep your chin up. Everything comes to you. Have a little patience. Good Good night. God bless.